everyone! Well, we're here, we're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we will be talking about Young Living. I am very excited to react to this video today because I kind of got a little sneak peek of what to expect. With certain videos that I react to, I kind of pre-watch, other ones I don't. This one I did because I was just making sure. I was looking for a Young Living video, had to make sure that it was interesting. So as I'm doing things around the house, not fully paying attention, I have this specific video on in the background. And I'm just gonna say, yes, it is interesting. So I'm very excited to be reacting to this video. It is titled The Top 10 Reasons You Should Start a Young Living Business. And I can already off the bat give you one solid reason why you should not join Young Living, and that is just taking a look at the income disclosure statement where it states that all brand partners, the median annual earnings are $23 and the majority of people make absolutely nothing. So right there, that says to me, I don't think anybody should be starting this unless you truly want to just not make money, but yet you can't call it a business if you're not making any money. So with that intro out of the way, I'm excited to get into reacting to this video, fully paying attention to what is going on. So with all of that said, let's get started into today's video.
Hey Spruce Society, how are you? Sorry I'm a little late. I was talking to a member about our amazing business and products. So what I'm going to share with you today is 10 reasons why you want to do a Young Living business. And tell this to your friends. Tell these reasons to your friends so that they will understand too and want to join you in this business. It's not just for you to understand, it's for you to share these reasons with other people and help them to understand. And I just shared a video that you can share with people. I posted a YouTube link, and you can share that video. It's like, it doesn't come back to me. It's actually an unlisted video, so it's not gonna point people back to me. You can share it with your friends and help them to understand why they wanna join you in this business. So hi everyone jumping on. Hey Savannah, hey Melissa. Okay, so the first reason why you should start a Young Living business, in my opinion, why anyone would want to, is because you get to work for yourself. Yay, you are your own boss. The other day my son goes, he's 12, he goes, Mom, how can you work for yourself and also have a boss? And I said, who's my boss? And he goes, Mary Young. I'm like, no, she's not my boss, babe. And he's like, well, yeah, she owns the...
Okay, so that probably more than likely did not happen with your 12-year-old son. He's not just coming up to you and being like, the creator of Young Living is totally your boss, Mom. Like, how can you be a boss babe and have a boss? And it's like, for her specifically, more than likely, she's pretty high up, so she has a lot of people underneath her. But people who are just getting in, the uplines are essentially their boss. They are teaching them how to do the job. They're telling them what they should and shouldn't post, what they should send to people, who they should message, how often they should message. So they do have a boss, not in, I guess, the traditional sense, and obviously you don't have to clock in, clock out, because otherwise you'd be making money if you did that. But you do, I guess, decide when you want to do this. But at the same time, if you want to make this work, you have to be working this all the time. So it's not really on your time if you have to work it all the time.
The company that I represent, but I own my own business and I am my own boss. I make my own hours. I determine what I'm going to do every day. Mary Young does not call me every morning.
If that's what determines you being your own boss, is that you make your own hours and you determine what you do, like, you're not saying, like, I get to decide the prices. I get to decide what new products are coming out. I'm going to go update the website tomorrow and make it look like this instead of what it currently looks like. You don't get a say over those creative aspects or, the hands-on, like, in control of the products. I guess you can decide what products you personally have on hand, so that is where you have, like, a say in the products, and you can decide how often you want to post on social media. To a certain extent, of course, they, uplines will tell you how often you should post on social media, so they do take that aspect away. Again, they will convince you when you're not in the business that it's your own business, you're your own boss babe, you're in control, but then you get in and you see how much they control what you're supposed to do. Because if you're not doing what they say you're supposed to do, then no wonder you're failing. No wonder this isn't working out for you. No wonder you're not making any money, because you're not following the systems. Yet you're supposed to be your own boss. You're supposed to be in control of what you want to do, yet people are telling you that you're doing it wrong because you're not following the systems that we have in place.
Won't even tell me what to do. Sometimes I watch videos of hers, but she doesn't like give me a list of to-do actions. That's up to me. So be your own boss. Best job ever. The only problem with being your own boss is like motivating yourself and coming up with that to-do list and knowing what you got to do. So I actually do have a boss, and I learned this from Eric Wary. Everybody in our business has to have a boss. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Denise. Hey, Karen. Here's who your boss is. Your boss is your calendar. Your calendar should be full. You should be knowing what you should be doing every day, and your boss is your calendar. So you don't actually have no boss. Your boss is a calendar, but guess what? You get to determine your calendar. So you're the boss of your calendar, and your calendar is the boss of you. So think of it that way. Okay, next thing, power of leverage. This is the magic sauce. This is the magic thing that most people in the world do not understand about how amazing leverage is. Most people go to a job, they work for somebody else, they get a salary, they go home, or an hourly wage, they go home, and that's it. They don't have leverage. But in this world, a business owner knows. If you've ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad, such a great book. But what it helps you to understand is that business owners understand that they need a team of people to scale their business, that they can't do everything off their own efforts. Paul Getty, billionaire J. Paul Getty once said, let's see, make sure I get this quote.
But these are actual entrepreneurs, actual people who started their own business, not people who paid a starter kit cost to be a part of an MLM business. Those are two totally different things. Those are not even in the same world. Obviously, if you are starting your own business and you are deciding that, in order to scale, in order to start spreading yourself out and getting the word out and all that, you do need more people. But in an MLM business, in order to make money, you have to get people underneath you. Those are two different things. Those are not at all comparable.
Right. I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. Meaning that you don't want to do everything yourself. You can't grow a large business because you don't even have all the hats. Like do you know how to be an accountant and how to do marketing and how to do product creation and how to do all those hats? Like,
no, but in an MLM, you don't need to worry about any of those things because, I guess the marketing aspect, like that is what you're doing, but like product creation, you don't have to worry about that. Young Living's gonna put out whatever products they want, whether you like them or not.
You don't. Like, very few people do. Like, Gary Young understood that, but I'm not Gary Young. So I don't even want to. Like, I don't even want to work that hard, right? So with leverage, you have a team of people working and you get paid on the efforts of a team. So you share with people and they share with people and they share with people and they share with people and you get paid on all of that. That's leverage.
Sure, we'll call it leverage. But us on the outside also think that sharing with people who share with people who share with people, and then you get paid from all those people, we call that in our world something that sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Second part of amazing leverage that you have in network marketing is that you have the power of consumable products. Not every company has consumable products, but our company does. So as people...
Yes, you do, and you are creating more consumable products as time goes on. Like, obviously, oils are consumable, but at the same time, like, you only need a few drops depending on what you're using them for. But yet, somehow, these people in these essential oil MLMs have just, like, hundreds of bottles of oils, and it's like because they can't go through them quickly enough. So then the customers will maybe buy 2 or 3 bottles that will last them a very long time. So what happens when those people no longer need product. You have to go out and you have to find more people who want that. And the only thing where it benefits you is if you get somebody involved and then you convince them they need hundreds of bottles, and then you get a commission off of them buying hundreds of bottles. And then the best way to do that is to convince them to find someone who wants to buy hundreds of bottles, and so on and so forth, versus a customer. More than likely, just a customer is not going to buy hundreds of bottles. Maybe you'll find the lucky 2 or 3, but obviously someone who believes this to be their business is going to stock up on product, which is where you will benefit from someone joining versus someone just buying a bottle or 2 who's a customer.
People buy the product. You introduce somebody to a product, let's say Ningxia Red, they fall in love with Ningxia Red, they're buying it every single month for who knows how long, and you're getting paid every single time. Good example, my two dads, my stepdad and my real dad, they used to work together, which is funny. And it was after, it wasn't before my parents got together, it was after, which is, my stepdad was a financial planner and my real dad was a estate planning attorney. And my estate planning attorney dad would get paid on, like when someone he would do their wills and trusts, and he'd get paid a one-time fee. And then he would watch my stepdad manage their assets, and he get paid month after month after month on managing their assets. So he would get paid ongoing, whereas my real dad would always have to go out and find new clients. See the difference? And what ended up happening is that my real dad stopped being a lawyer and he became a financial planner because he wanted to get paid on income streams, ongoing, like we're not allowed to use the word residual, so I won't, but just like ongoing income, getting paid again and again and again for doing something for, you don't have to keep on going out and finding new people all the time. Although that is part of what we do because, the more people you have, the more you get paid on, but that's like your money's increasing. It's not just kind of staying stable. So leverage. Okay. Third thing, low startup cost. What does it cost now to be a brand partner? $1, like $1, and it's soon going to be nothing. So like, hello, the unfortunate part of
maybe to start and get like the website, your unique website link, but it's not just only $1 or free, because you have to continuously buy product every month. And if I get Young Living and doTERRA confused, but I believe maybe both of them, in order to just receive your paycheck, you have to either personally sell or buy $100 worth of product. So if you have to be spending $100 every month, then that's not free. Yes, you are a part of it, and I guess you did sign up for free, but that you still have to buy every month. So it does cost something to be a part of this.
Having a low startup cost is that people don't take it seriously. They don't think it's a real business. It's like if I charged you $10,000 to start up with network marketing, would you take it seriously? Yes, you would. But if I charge you $1, does it change its value? No. This business is a golden goose of like the world and we're gonna keep on going to the reasons why, but it's the best business I know of. And like, because it's $1, people are like, I'm not gonna take it seriously. And the $100 you have to spend a month on product to, get paid, it's like nothing. You'd spend that $100 anyway on Target. So like, and
what makes you think that people just, someone had said it really well in my comments on my last video. They said these made up, I don't remember exactly what they said, like the exact wordage, but it was like these made up scenarios that they say in their head, like this pretend world they live in of like how things are going to go. It's like, here's how the message is going to go. When you message someone, you'll message them and they'll be like, ooh, tell me more. I want to know all about this. Here's my pain points. Here's what I'm lacking here. I'd love to make extra money. That like these people are just willing to spill everything out to you, whether they know you or not. Like, more than likely those conversations are not as common as people in these opportunity calls will make them out to be. And that's the same thing with the way, people are just spending their money on whatever, Target, Starbucks, McDonald's, Netflix, like they have the extra money. And it's like, even if they do, they probably don't want to spend it on oils, or they don't want to switch, or maybe, I don't know, they're shopping at Target for groceries for their family. So it's like, they think they can control other people's money. So that's the other magical, whimsical world that they live in, is that people will just stop spending their money how they want and they'll spend it how you want them to.
And you get to buy products that you love and use, and we spend way more than 100. So, okay.
Exactly, you spend way more than 100, and the income disclosure statement states that at all brand partners across, the median annual earnings is $23. So you are losing money if you are spending more than $100 a month on product. The average person is losing money in network marketing. That is a fact. That is common. And just looking at the income disclosure statement, it kind of proves that to be true. Numbers don't lie. Words lie. Numbers don't lie. But also, she said that, we're spending it on products that we love and use and blah, blah, blah. Who's to say that the products that you're getting at Target you don't love and use? It's just that you need them to spend it how you want them to so that it benefits you. And you will word it as, well, it's going to benefit them if they just cut back and they just switch to these oils instead. No, it's just because you need them to do that, not because you necessarily care either way.
Okay, that's number 3, low startup costs. Number 4, free training. Right now, you're watching me for free training. Like, you're going to go back to college? You're going to go find, like you want to go get paid more than 20 bucks an hour these days? Then you're going to have to go back to college otherwise.
Well, even under $20 an hour, even at $20 an hour or under $20 an hour, whatever job you work at, they actually pay you. They pay you for the training. So you go in for orientation. You usually get paid for that. Any sort of on-the-job training, you get paid for that. I understand that your wording is free training. Isn't that great? Instead of going to college and learning all these things, like that costs a lot of money. Yeah, but usually any job you go to, they pay you for training you, versus here you're like, oh my god, isn't it great that it's free training? And like, I understand the example, or I understand where she's coming from, compared to college, which is hundreds of thousands of dollars, or that just depends. And then, if you want to make a decent living, you do need to go to college and learn all that, and it does cost a lot of money, but the outcome is usually worth all of the effort. In an MLM, all of that hard work and effort is almost never paid off. It is very, very rare if people in MLMs move up the ranks and rank advance. And even if you do rank advance, it's off of the downfalls of all the people below you who are struggling, hoping and believing and holding on to a dream that doesn't exist so that you can be higher up. So it's like, you may have made it, but at what cost, really?
And go get a degree and spend years in school and debt and loans and writing papers and taking tests and blah, blah, blah. Or you can watch Melissa's videos here in Spruce Society, and it'll take you, I don't know how long they are, maybe an hour or two, and you can get all the training on how this works. And then you take my little video that I just shared. So go into Spruce Society. I just shared it this morning. It's like a cartoon video. And you can just share that with 10 people every day and say, who wants to do this with me? And you will find people, because guess what? People need money. Okay? So free training.
You're right. People do need money, but how can people, well, one, a lot of people know that MLMs are not the way to make money. So that's, you already have a step back from being a part of an MLM, be like, hey, you can make money. And they're like, cool, have you made money? And you're like, no, I need you to join so that I can make money. And then I need you to gather people so that you can make money and I can make more money. But also, you just look at the income disclosure statement. That shows the people are not making money. Only in the 1%, less than 1% are people actually making money. So to claim that this is a money-making business, it just, the facts are there. It's not.
Training right here in Spruce Society, live for you all the time. Another place to get really good free training is the 12 Days of Diamonds. That's a gold mine of information. So if you're not in there, that's like all the diamonds telling you how they were successful through the years. So go watch one of those every single day. Free training on how to be successful in this business. Okay, 5th reason why you would want to do this business: prizes and recognition. Hello. I get to show you cabinets of backpacks and water bottles and jackets and cameras and not to mention trips and Cayman Islands, and I've been to Australia and Ecuador and Utah and Idaho and all these trips, Canada, Europe, that Young Living has sent me on. Not to mention just sending me things all the time of free gifts just for working. I used to work in a corporate office for 14 years. You know how many trips they sent me on ever? One, and that was to be trained for them, and that was when I first started, and it was not really that fun, although they did put me up in a nice hotel. But prizes? No, like my prize was a paycheck, and Young Living gives you a paycheck and lots of...
No, and one, a prize is not a paycheck. And also, a water bottle with Young Living brand on it, or a jacket with Young Living brand on it, I'd rather get a paycheck than cheap swag that they just give out for free.
Of other cool stuff, trophies. Anyway, I could go on and on. But who got the what's it called? The Stanley. Who got the Stanley Cup last month? My old job at corporate never even gave me a Stanley Cup. Like, I'm telling you, prizes and recognition, network marketing is awesome. Okay, asset creation. Oh, and just like putting your name up in lights and celebrating you. Like, who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love like seeing your name or seeing your friends' names up on the screen and being like, that's awesome. They're putting my name up in lights and there's my picture. And anyway, my corporate job never did that. All right, asset creation, number 6. So when you create a business in Young Living, it has value. Like what you're creating is a business that you could sell. I don't recommend that you do, but you could. You could sell your business and it has value. And how much value? Well, it actually comes down to how much somebody would be willing to pay you for it. But it depends on how valuable it is, how much money you're bringing in every month, how many people that you have under you who are working, all those types of things. But your business has value, so you're creating something, a business that has value. Number 7, you can leave a legacy. So you can pass this business down to your heirs. It lives on. It's not like when you die, your account disappears. When you die, then your heirs can take it over and the income can continue for them. What other like business,
I mean, any business that has value, any entrepreneur usually will leave their pretty profitable business to their families. So if you're trying to like say, oh my God, I don't know any other business besides MLMs that, people can leave to their heirs and that it's profitable even after you die. What are you talking about? People who build businesses do that all the time. Like, isn't it that Young Living itself, like when Gary Young died, he passed it off to his wife, and then more than likely his wife's going to pass it off to their kids? But see, that's actually a profitable business that he built up from nothing into something. Whether it's a garbage MLM company or not, that is a part of the Young family. This is like, oh my God, my MLM business I can pass on to my children. They're going to be like, I don't want that. Please don't pass that on to me.
I'm watching that right now with our good friend Pat, who passed away, and she left behind a diamond business for her family. And that's awesome. That's awesome. She's gone, but that money keeps coming in. How cool is that from something that she built? So anyway, very cool. And I love that. I love that. I know even if like something happened to me today, I would have an income stream coming in for my kids. And anyway, and my husband. So super awesome. Number 8, help others. You get to help others. Whenever someone looks down on me for doing network marketing, I'm just like, oh, sorry, my dishwasher. I'm like, you have no idea. Like, you have no idea the impact of me talking right now, of me teaching through the years and telling people about this, how I help people put food on the table. I help people pay their mortgage. I help people go on trips. I help people get their kids in lessons that they wouldn't otherwise be able to take, which might spark some, thing down the road. I help people with their health. I help people with stories that I didn't even know. People like, oh yeah, that oil like literally saved me, or whatever. I'm not gonna go into uncompliant stuff, but like,
right, because you can't talk about how it saved people. You can't talk about how the oils have changed people's lives because that's a health claim. But yet you're a part of something where you're trying to claim that these oils do change lives and these oils are amazing and they can change people's like lives and families and health and all that. But yeah, you can't talk about that because you're not allowed to. But yet if you were in your own business and you did all these health claims yourself and you went in and you did the science and you knew up and down what was in this stuff and how it could help people, but this would be a totally different conversation.
That I help people in this business with the products and the business.
I believe that she believes that. I believe that she believes that she is helping people, but it's always hard to know whether they are saying this because they're trying to justify being in an MLM, and they're like, I'm just here to help people. I just want to help people. An MLM business is not helping people. How do you look at your income disclosure statement and you're like, yeah, that looks fine. It doesn't matter. I know the numbers look bad, but there's no but. You look at that and you see that people are not making money. And I get that, certain people you've been in for 10 years, you probably have a couple people that have been in for a decent amount of time. I don't know how long she's been in. I'm just speculating. And it's like, you're justifying right now by doing this and being like, well, I've helped this person do this, and I've helped this, and I've done this. And it's like, yes, people are going to make money, because if people didn't make money, then nobody would join this. There has to be a few people who join and make money and see that this can be possible for the majority of people to join and not see what the few have seen. So it's like, with her, I feel like she's getting defensive right here and being like, well, I did this and I did this and I've been able to do this. It's like, okay, you don't have to justify it. If you know what you have done, if you think that what you are doing is good and positive and life-changing and all of that, you don't have to justify it to strangers. But here's the thing, is that the negative stigma around MLMs because it's true. Maybe you're the outlier in this, and maybe a few people who you've helped have made some money. Sorry, not helped. A few people who you have recruited have made some money. That's great. But I just have a feeling that majority of people who have signed up in your downline at some point, most of them have not made it. Most of them don't have life-changing experiences. That's just the reality of it.
And I get to be a small part of changing people's lives in a big way around the world, because they see this and they're going to be like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to help people. All right, number 9, I'm going to come back through the comments at the end. Number 9, company provides the product and the infrastructure. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to create a product. You don't have to source it. You don't have to make sure that it's compliant or, test it and all those things. You don't have to do any shipping. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You don't have to pay people. You don't have to keep track of all that kind of stuff that a company has to do. The only thing you have to do is share your link. Share your link and put in your order. Those 2 things. Share your link and put in your order, and teach and talk about the products in the business. So it's people.
You have to do the marketing and sales. You can word it however fancy, simple, like, oh, you just share a link and you just buy products. That's it. You are the marketing department. You are the sales department. You have to go out and tell people why this is such a good product and why they need it, and educate people to the best of your abilities. And that's usually where the, health claims come in, and usually where, they over-exaggerate what these products actually do, because when you look at it and you're like, well, can't I just buy that product from the grocery store? You have to inflate your product to sound better than a standard one next to it, even though they're basically the same thing.
So that you can have the opportunity to share your link. Yesterday I was talking to Nathan, and he's like, I just want to tell people how to buy the products. I'm like, I know, babe. And in a perfect world, that'd be great. But you also have to tell them why they should. And he kind of laughed. I'm like, you got to tell them why they should. That's what this video is for. But you don't need to teach classes ongoing. You can just share a video. Young Living has made videos, short little videos about Ningxia Red, about our oils, about things. You can just send someone the link with the products and a link with the business opportunity, or either one or both, and your product link. It doesn't have to be you getting people over to your house. You can be, but you don't have to do all that. You can just share a couple links with some people and say, hey, I thought, I love this drink, and I thought of you and thought you might like it too, and share them the link with the Ningxia Red video that Young Living put out. So it can just be that simple. Okay, last one, scale your life. Scale your life. Live the life of your dreams. Go do everything you've ever wanted to do. And you know when you were a kid and you thought everybody has I like to think that everybody has these dreams that when they're a kid. when they're a kid, that they're gonna go and do stuff, that they're gonna be able to create and travel and have a home and a family and do fun things together. And you can do that in this business. But you gotta talk about the business. You can't just talk about the product. I know people just wanna talk about the product.
Oh wow, they just want to talk about a product that they're selling in order to make money on just the product? They should be able to do that. It's their own business. They should be able to talk about whatever they want. And if that's just the product side of stuff, because this is, you know, you guys have products. It's a sales job to sell these products. These are amazing products that can change people's lives. Why would you even need to do the business side of it? If someone doesn't want to, they shouldn't have to. But if they want to make money, if they want to see any sort of actual money, they have to recruit.
And sometimes they don't want to talk about the business, but for me, actually, it's the other way around. Because I'm not all sciencey. I didn't really do that well in science classes. And yes, I know how things work, and I know like certain things that I need to take and eat, but I don't understand like all the chemistry and all that kind of stuff. And I know some people do, but I would rather just send someone a video and then talk to them about financial and how they can share this business, scale their life, get crazy, or just even a little bit of money, even just a little bit. I mean, I know Melissa's watching me. So when I first asked her, I tell the story all the time. I don't know if you know this, Melissa, I tell the story a lot. When I first asked her, I said, how much money are you making? And I didn't know how long she'd been doing it, but she said $600 a month. And I'm like, $600 a month? Whoa, if I had $600 a month, like I wouldn't have to pay for groceries. I wouldn't have to pay for, you know, like my electric bill. Like if I didn't have to pay for those two things and I just knew I had $600 coming in every month and that those two things would be covered and I could like...
Let's see what rank you need to be in order to make $600 a month. Okay, so we are looking at the income disclosure statement again, and it looks like realistically, just based on these numbers, we're not even going to take out the fact that you need to spend or sell $100 worth of product each month in order to get a paycheck. More than likely, I guess if you are this rank, you probably are selling at least $100 worth of product a month. But it looks like median annual income of $13,000 would get you a little over $1,000 a month. And that is less than 1% of the company. So, in order to see this $6,000 a month, $6,600 a month, you need to be at less than 1% of the company. So, yeah, that's just how easy it is. Like, what would $600 do for you? Just being less than 1% of an MLM company. It's just that easy.
Focus the rest of my time on like being with my family and paying the other bills and maybe, you know, doing this business a little.
In order to get to the less than 1% rank of an MLM company, the amount of time, energy, effort you would have to be spending on this business and not on your family is a lot. I mean, you constantly are having to talk to people, you constantly are having to convince people to join this and then convince people to stay, and then the people who you convince to stay, you need to convince them to get other people involved because you need them to rank advance so that you can rank advance, but yet it's your own business and you're in control, yet other people determine when and how and where you rank advance. So totally your own business.
A little bit like, whoa, that would be awesome if I just knew I had $600 a month coming in. But what if it was $6,000 or $60,000 a month? Like I'm telling you, that's possible. I know that's possible because I've experienced it, okay? And I'm not making any kind of income claims about my personal money, but I'm just telling you, I've seen it.
And I'm just saying that if it was your own business, you wouldn't have to worry about, you know, stressing like, oh, I can't make income claims because it's your own business. If you want to share what you make, if you want to make health claims because you've done all the science and research and whatnot, you can do all of those things. But yet, weirdly enough, you can't make these claims because you have to follow terms of service of the business, because they say you can't make income claims because the standard that of what you live is not normal, yet you're coming on here and being like, oh, but it is possible. Guys, I know because I live it. It's possible for everyone. No, it's not. Otherwise, if it was, then the numbers would reflect that, and these MLM companies wouldn't care if you were out here saying how much you made because it would be realistic, not an over-exaggeration.
People that have been doing it, I know what's possible if you share this business opportunity with people. You have to talk to them about it. Tag them in this video. Tag your friends in this video and have them watch it and be like, this girl knows what she's talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And I know there's people watching me, Melissa, Wendy, who know what I'm talking about because this business has blessed our lives. We've traveled around the world together. We've gone places and we've done things. And that's because we know that by sharing this business and talking to people about this business over and over and over and being like, look, this works. And these products are flippin' amazing. They're flipping amazing. People are super successful in network marketing with bad products because they talk about the business. But guess what? We have both.
And you don't think that that doesn't sound like a scam? You don't think that that doesn't sound like a scam? That people are super successful in MLM businesses who have crappy products, but as long as they're able to recruit, then they're successful. And that doesn't sound like a scam to you. It's not even about whether they have good or bad products. It's the fact that in order to make money, you have to recruit, which is what you said in this video. She essentially said that, is that you have to recruit in order to make money. And oh, well, isn't that awesome that they also have, good products along with recruiting? No, it should just be you sell the product. It shouldn't be you have to recruit in order to rank advance, make money. But yet you have to, and supposedly that doesn't sound scammy, scummy, red flaggy to her at all.
We have both. We have, I think of it as like two fishing poles that we can bring people in with. Imagine if you're a fisherman and you have two fishing poles instead of one. And you can be like, I have these amazing products and I've got this amazing business opportunity that pays us more than any other company in the industry. I was sitting at on Diamond Retreat with this guy who got to the top of Amgen, and he's very familiar. He's like, I've looked at all the compensation plans, like all the companies, I know them all. He goes, and you guys have the best one, and you don't talk about it nearly enough. So that's my mission, to talk about.
Don't we hear that a lot in every other MLM company? Is they say we have the best compensation plan, we have the best one, and then people be like, I looked at every compensation plan there is, and this one that we're sitting in, it has the best one. And I mean, she just said some guy made it to the top of Amgen. I mean, you could literally say anything. Like some guy who worked for Apple said that my my compensation plan's the best one. Monet could say that, Body could say that, Paparazzi can say that. I mean, Paparazzi definitely could not say that. Arguably, I mean, again, it doesn't necessarily matter, and maybe they mean they have the best compensation plan in the form of how they compensate you based on recruitment, because the sales portion of how much commission you get off of how much you sell is always such a short little, they could literally write it as a sentence in the entire compensation plan and then spend the next 12 pages talking about how much you could get based off of how many people you recruit. So for me, the compensation plan doesn't matter, because all of them focus on just if you recruit this many people, or if you get this many people started and they recruit in their first 30 days, then you make this much money. And if you get to this rank in 30 days, then you make this much money. That's all the compensation plan is. It's a small little tiny portion of if you sell $1,000 in your first 30 days, then we'll give you $5. I don't care. But if you recruit 2 people, we'll give you $100. It all depends on how they incentivize you through recruiting. That's what makes, I guess, one compensation plan better than the other.
About it more and more and more, so that you know and you believe. But the only way that you're going to have this massive success that I'm talking about is by sharing it. Share the video that I posted, that cartoon video. Watch it yourself. It's 13 minutes. 13 minutes of your time. It could change your life, change somebody else's life. And they have the little bell go on, go ding. Oh, I see something that I didn't see before. And they go, I wonder if this would work. And I wonder if I could share this with people. So what does the video tell you to do? Go out and find 7 people. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for watching. Debbie's our upline too. She knows what I'm talking about. She knows about, big dreams. So have them watch that video and have them go, oh, this is a way I could scale my life. This is a way that I could change things for myself and my future and my family. This business model, if I go out and teach this with people and I talk about our products and I talk about our business model, we are too scared. I don't know why. I'm more worried about going back to the life I had before than I am about talking to people about business and money, because I know I know, especially women, because we are the ones that take care of everybody. We need money more than anybody else. Like I take my kids, my husband, you know, it's usually him by himself and he goes out there, but I usually got 3 kids in the back, you know, and when I stop and grab food somewhere, I'm paying for a family. You know, I'm paying for everybody. I'm taking care of everybody. I'm making sure everybody has their clothes. Everybody has their things that they need for school. Everybody's got their lessons going on. I know what stuff costs because I'm the one paying for everything. Okay? And we need money. I know you need money. And the best way that you can get more money into your bank account is to share this business opportunity. So I'm just gonna go through the comments real quick. Hi to everyone that said hi, you're so sweet for watching. Best boss ever. Yeah, you are your best boss. You know your best boss. Yeah, I need to make my calendar my boss. Everybody go grab a calendar. I don't care if it's digital. I don't care if it's on your phone. I don't care if it's paper. I like paper. I'm a paper girl because I like to be able to write things and see things, but your boss has got to be your calendar. You got to have every moment, not every moment. That's not true. You got to plan for the fun stuff. You got to have downtime, but you got to have your working hours. So schedule in your work.
Sorry, downtime does not exist in MLM. If you need to pencil in your downtime, you don't got any downtime.
Hours and know what you're doing in your working hours. Who are you talking to? Okay, you're in charge of what you make. Yes. You want a raise in this business? Give yourself a raise. Work harder. In my old job, every job I've ever had, I always had to ask permission for a raise, ask permission for promotion. You want to raise your promotion? Go get it. Go get it. Who's stopping you?
The people who join and then they say yes one month and then like 7 of them leave the next month, and now that raise that you got, you now have to try again the next month, versus like, yes, you go to your boss and you say, I'd really like a raise. Then they give you the raise and now you have that raise. You don't have to worry about next month, like you no longer have that raise. You have that raise. And most companies give people yearly raises. That's pretty standard. Versus here, again, maybe you did work super hard, you got super lucky, and you got 7 people to join in 1 month. And then all of those people leave the next month. You no longer have that money, and that was out of your control. You now have to, all that hard work that you did in the previous month, you now have to do in the next month. So it's not like a one-time ask and all these people stay and you make all the money and the commission off of those people. No, once they leave, and more than likely you probably de-rank. So, you know, if you get a promotion at work and you have a new title, and 7 people decide to quit the next month, you still have that title. You still make that money. Your job, your position is not determined by how many people are in that company. Versus in an MLM, it is entirely dependent on how many people you have below you, how many ever-changing people are below you, and what the people below you are doing. Are they recruiting? Are they selling? If they're not, you're not making money.
Who's stopping you from getting your own raise in this business? The only thing stopping you, I promise you, is your own fear. Your own fear of what people think, of what people are going to say. But think more on who you're going to help. Who are you going to help pay their bills this month that needs money now? Who are you going to talk to? Who are you going to get out of your comfort zone and go talk to that knows that they need bills to pay, that knows that they need money, that they know the cost of inflation is going up, that they know the cost of gas is going up, that food is going up, everything is going up, and they need money. And you know a way, but you're too scared to talk about it. And I don't know why. I think it's a woman thing. I don't know why we're too scared to talk about this business opportunity. But please get out of your shell and think of the people that you know that need money and share that video with them about how they can make it, how they can be empowered, how you can think of this as a business, that you are a business owner and they can be a business owner too for a flippin' dollar, okay? And using the products that are gonna help their family and change their life and get oils into their home. Okay? All right, let me keep going. Sorry, I'm just like going off on tangents.
Got way too worked up about, I think people, yes, they don't feel comfortable doing this. And again, if you don't feel comfortable offering this as a business opportunity and you just want to focus on the products, that should be a part of it instead of like, how dare you not offer this to people when you can change people's lives and you can, they can't afford food, they can't afford gas. Then they can't afford this business Because it's not just $1. It is buying the oils, because otherwise, if you don't have the products and you're not showing that you too use the products, you're kind of a fraud, honestly. Like, at least use the products if you're going to be a part of this business. They claim you don't have to have any of the products. You don't have to have inventory. But you probably should. Otherwise, if people have questions and you're like, I don't know, I've never used the product, it's a scam, honestly. I mean, the whole thing is a scam. But it's like, when you look at this income disclosure statement and it shows that people are maybe making $23 in a year, that's not going to pay for people's gas. That's not going to help with inflation. People don't have extra money to be spending it on a maybe, possible, could be opportunity right now.
Plan works. It's not emotional. It shows no favoritism. It's numbers. Yeah. Watch that video. It's in the corporate, it was in the workshops by Jihan Thomas. That video just like sparked a fire in me. And go watch that video in the workshops. I think they're gonna take them down pretty soon, all the workshops, so go watch it before it does. She talks about this business and money. And anyway, it's super powerful. We need to stop being ashamed of being in network marketing. I'm not ashamed of it. Network marketing has been only good to me. And I'll say all day long that I'm a network marketer. Absolutely, I change lives. And I talk about this business opportunity. Isn't the story still
changed your life with this? You don't change, you know what? You do change lives, because more than likely, you have told people they will make money and this will be their business. And then when they come to you with issues and concerns, you're like, well, that sounds like a you problem. That sounds like something that you need to change your mindset. You need to put your focus elsewhere. You're focused on the wrong things. You've probably changed people's lives by making them feel bad, by having them lose money, all of that. Having this dream that they believe in, because that's what you're screaming is, these dreams, but then they get in and it's nothing like they expected, because you make it seem one way in this way, which, I mean, honestly, she's said kind of nothing throughout this entire call of necessarily what you need to do besides sharing a link and talking about it. That's it. And I guess arguably that is kind of it, but there is more to it.
Storytelling is still more impactful. Links shared don't get that importance as much as the personal story. You're right, Shweta. You're right. I've seen my enrollments come from my personal time I give them versus when I have sent links for educational stuff. They just continue to be put away. You're absolutely right. If the more personal you are with somebody, I always tell this story too, but when I was talking to Pat McLean years ago, it was like the last day of the month. And I'm like, hey, Pat, what are you doing? And she goes, I'm talking to people. I'm like, oh, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm just saying hi to you. She goes, yeah, you need to be calling people. Like, get on the phone and talk to people and have real conversations. Absolutely. That's much more powerful than sending a video. But
this is her job, getting on here and telling other people to talk to people about the business. This is what she does. This is her work. She doesn't have to recruit any more people. She needs the people below her to be recruiting people. So she's like, I did my thing. I don't need to recruit anymore. I need you to recruit. So that's where the residual income comes in, is convincing other people to recruit. This is her job, sitting on these calls, making people feel bad for not talking about the business opportunity. That's kind of it.
What I'm saying is, you don't need to teach classes over and over again. And if you're discouraged that nobody's coming to your classes, just start making videos, make YouTube videos. Make have a Facebook page and teach videos. Teach videos about the business and the products. Teach both, because we have both. Remember those two fishing poles? Stories are the key. Yeah, so definitely tell stories. I'm so excited to grow and share. I'm so glad, Savannah. Preach. We sure do. See, thank goodness, because I wouldn't be able to sleep selling crap products. I wouldn't be able to sell them. I know, Wendy. You know, and I did a video about that in my own group this morning, that a lot of people work for jobs where they don't really care about what the company does. I mean, I was talking about how I used to be a stockbroker. I didn't really care. I cared about my clients and I cared about their finances, but I didn't really care about the stock market exactly. You know what I'm saying? And like, a lot of people work for companies where they might not care what the company does exactly. They just want to bring home a paycheck. They just want to get the health benefits, and maybe people do. Maybe, of course, teachers, I'm sure, care about their students and things like that. But how many people work for a company where it's just like, I don't really care what the company does? And, in our business, my business is people. My business is changing the lives of people and helping people with their health and their finances. And that I'm very passionate about. And I love Gary's mission and I love sharing it. So aligning yourself with a business and the company that you feel passionate about, I think is very important, and you can do that here. You may or may not feel that way about your day job. People are gonna judge regardless of what we do. I'm sorry, I'm just going through the comments. No shame in this game. No, absolutely. I have no shame. I have no shame. In fact, I have somebody in my life right now that I have to see every single week who gives me a dirty look because I talked to her daughter about this business, and I think she just like thinks it's like dirty or something. And I'm like, girl, because her daughter speaks a language that most people don't speak, and that's a huge country that we're trying to grow in right now. And that's why I approached her, because I'm like, wow, you speak English and you speak this language, and you could take off in that country if you started making videos. And she has a huge YouTube channel with a ton of followers already. And I'm like, man, if you started sharing our products, you would totally scale your life and thousands of other people. But her mom like poo-pooed it and was just like, oh, network marketing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh man, it's such a lost opportunity, because with this business, you have the power to change the lives of thousands. In my organization, I've had 250,000 people enroll into my organization. And that just blows my mind sometimes to think about the lives that have been changed because I shared with somebody and they shared with somebody and they shared with somebody and they shared with somebody, you know? And then look what happened. That's the power you have in this business. It's not the power you're gonna have at a 9-to-5 job working 20 bucks an hour. I mean, maybe, but not really, no. This is a way to live a big life. So go get it, go change lives. Tag them in this video. Thanks, hi Christina. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Melissa, I love you. Talk to you later, bye guys.
Bye, young living lady. What did I tell you guys? That was a video. Let me go to a couple things she said there at the end, where she said that people don't care about the place they work, they don't care about the products. I mean, I think any job that I've ever had, like, I don't join, or I don't work there because I'm, like, in love with the products. Like, I've worked at grocery stores, so I'm not like, wow, I love every product at this grocery store is life-changing and I need to. I'm just like, I needed a job because I needed money to pay my bills, which is why most people are in jobs, get jobs, have jobs. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm making jobs sound like MLM. I have like MLM logo lingo. Oh my goodness, this video made me crazy. I have MLM lingo in my mind. But you know, it's like you don't have to sign up for something because you're in love with it. And a lot of people say like, oh, we'll sign up for it anyway, and you'll fall in love with the product. So it's like, it doesn't matter. You either love the products before. I have a dog in here snoring, if you hear snore noises. But it's like, you either love the product before you start and you have to sell it, or you sign up for it and you'll fall in love with the product. And it's just, it's ridiculous. It's whatever they need to say. It's whatever they need to say. And it's like funny to say like, oh, you have to care about the company that you work for. I mean, Gary Young, the things that he did before he died, like, I don't support him. I don't support a man that would do that. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but, you know, there is that's out there. And then there's just being a part of an MLM company, which to me is extremely unethical. If you have to recruit and get people involved and convince them, oh no, it's just about products, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, it's about recruiting, getting more and more and more and more people involved, which is what she said at the end there. She said, I shared with people who shared with people who shared with people who shared with people. Sounds like a pyramid scheme to me. It's like she just kind of would bring up the product as like I know this kind of sounds like Ponzi pyramid schemey because I'm just talking about getting people involved in the idea of the business opportunity. But don't worry, it's great because we have products. And it just felt like she was saying that because she had to, not because she necessarily really cares about the products. That's just the impression that I got. But I told you guys, this was a video. This was a good one. This was someone who basically, to me, described a pyramid scheme the entire time. Talks about how, oh, I love network marketing, but also we saw her justify being a part of an MLM company. If you have to justify, if you have to be like, oh, I love it because of this, you don't have to justify if you believe what you are a part of. Everything you're doing is totally moral, totally ethical. There's no issues whatsoever. It just, whatever. But she was justifying. She absolutely was justifying. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything Young Living in the comments below. And until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!